Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to another one today. This video here is very specific, man. Today, I just want to talk about being careful who you have children with. You know what I'm saying? First off, let me say this: the purpose for me in making this video is to, give people, warn people warn people, who are like, at the cusp of making that decision on whether they should have children with somebody. And specifically, in particular, if you feel like you having children with somebody is going to fix a relationship. All right. This is not to throw shade at my children's mother, because man, we just came together in a very beautiful way and was able to give our children, a nice Christmas, things like. So I appreciate that. It's been a long journey when it comes to parenthood for me. But I say be careful who you have children with, man. Be careful having kids. First off, I'm gonna say this, especially in particularly if you're a man and you're wondering if you should have kids with that lady, or you contemplating if you should take that step. Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you like I wish somebody would have told me. You don't really know. It's a lot of things that I personally feel you have to experience before you know somebody. And one thing is, bro, living with a person, you don't really know a person until you spend that significant time with them in a private space. So that's one thing. Another thing, actually being in a relationship with them. Another thing, having children with them. Last thing, marrying them. And I've had those experiences. And I'm gonna say this, like, first off, let me be the first to admit, in me having my children, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to have my kids. And it wasn't that I wasn't mature, but for a very long time, man, I couldn't even provide for my children financially. And that was very, very hard, bro. And despite wanting to and actually being a father, I was definitely there for my kids. But I say this, if you're gonna have children with somebody, I'm gonna tell you, bro, you need to focus on, and let me not say what you need to do. I'm gonna say I would strongly suggest that you pay attention to how y'all disagree. How do y'all disagree? How do you navigate disagreement? Because especially, I mean, this is for people who genuinely care to be a part of their children's life, genuinely care for their children to have as much of a good chance as possible. I would say this: do not have children out of emotion. Do not have children because you're feeling good right now in y'all relationship. Do not have children just because you want to take the relationship to another level. And let me not say that, because I think that can be a beautiful thing, but I think having children, man, y'all need to have something that surpasses the love relationship. It's important to be able to communicate. It's important to be able to argue, to disagree, and still be able to move forward. There need to be a mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? Like those foundational things need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Not just because y'all in a relationship right now. So many people are struggling, in parenthood. And parenthood can be devastating. Trouble in parenthood can be devastating for some people, like never coming back from it, never knowing how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And especially within our community with the baby mama and baby daddy drama and shit like that. And I've experienced a good dose of that in my journey. And like I say, man, when you get to a point where you can't control certain aspects of your children's upbringing, like you can't be in the house, you can't be, do certain things that you want to do, man, that can be devastating, and to have to deal with the the repercussions of that, you know, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot to take on. It's a lot to struggle with. And I just say, man, if you're thinking about having children, make sure that communication is there. Make sure you got a plan. Make sure you got a way to take care of them, but also that you can give them the things that you want, man. Because once you take that step, you know, it's just no going back. And unfortunately, not trying to scare you, no, if you done did that foundational work with your partner, cool. But unfortunately, that's one of them things. You don't know a person until you have had a child with them. And so I would say talk about it, man. Talk about it, because we got to be mature in understanding that things don't always last forever. Things don't always go according to plan. But who am I and my partner when we disagree? Do we have a foundational love for each other? Do we respect each other as humans? You know what I'm saying? Can we disagree? I wish somebody would have told me this. So this is a very specific message. I've been having this on my heart for the longest time, man. Like, I wish somebody would have told me this. I definitely had my children out of love. I was in a marriage relationship, but we had some very different values, some very different, views on things and approaches to things. And, you know, that can be good, but it also can be chaotic. And ultimately, man, it can be more trouble than it's bargained for, you know. So I'm not here absolving myself of any fault in that, you know. I'm taking responsibility in that. And, you know, it's not really something you can undo. Sometimes I'll be wishing, not that I regret my children at all, but sometimes I'll be wishing it was a different situation, and I can't change that, you know what I'm saying? I have to live with that. So with that choice, it's just like, if I can, you know, give that seed to somebody else, like, take your time. Don't let it just be love, because when it comes to bringing up children, man, love is not enough. And for those who've done the work, you know, in communication, building trust, building that relationship, human to human, friendship, how well do we talk, how well do we disagree, and that's, you're in a different class, you know, do your thing. I'm definitely not trying to tell nobody how to live their life, you know, just giving what I wish, you know, somebody gave to me. So hopefully that makes sense. That's a very specific message, you know. So if it resonates with you, I hope that, you know, it helps. I hope it puts things into perspective. And, you know, if God calls you to do it, of course I'm wishing you the best. Not, you know, I don't want to sow seeds of negativity. And just because things went a certain way with me don't mean that it'll be the same for you, you know what I'm saying? So, but if you can receive that, man, that's from the heart, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's the video. You know, whether today was a good day or a rough day, whether you are struggling to make ends meet or you're at the pinnacle of your success, either way, the greatest place that you can come from is right where you are. Not perfect, just real. All right? I wish you peace, love, and abundance every single day, but especially on the days that it rains. And with that being said, if you appreciated the video, got something out of it, hit that like button, let me know. But outside of that, your man signing out. Love. Peace.